Hello, I'm a parenting coach and I'm here live on Instagram with my community. And I'm going to be going through as many questions as I can and answer their questions. So, if you are a parent of a sensitive or neurodivergent child and you want to parent them with a lot more peace, but you're like, hey, help, I don't know how to do it while keeping the structure, while fostering cooperation, while just not lose it, then stay, because those are the kind of questions that I see are coming up in the chat. And that's what I'm going to be doing the next 11 minutes. I'm going to answer to as many questions as I can. Before I go there, I want to tell you that if you want to break free from reactivity and raise secure children, there is a free class that you can take right now. Go to hicparenting.com or a card up here, and you can start raising your children with a lot more peace with a proven 4-step system that 14,151 parents already applied and are using to raise secure, sensitive children. Okay, so let me go to start answering these questions. What to do when my 5-year-old doesn't listen to the word stop until everything escalates? Okay, he doesn't listen to the word stop. Stop. Stop this. I have a few things about this. Number one, how often are you saying the word stop? If it is very, very frequent, then that word is becoming normalized in for your child. So it loses its meaning after a while of just you saying no all the time. So the word stop, it has a time and a place. And in my particular case, I have a son with ASD, autism, and I have a strong-willed son as well. They're twins. I reserve stop words such as stop, enough, no, for safety reasons. Maybe they're hitting each other. Maybe we're in the parking lot and they're running. I save those stop words for safety reasons, because if you say it often, they will desensitize their listening ears to that word. So that's the very first thing. Just analyze how often you are saying that word and replace it for other ways of communicating that boundary. Instead of telling them what not to do, tell them what to do. So, example, instead of stop jumping on the couch, hey boys, if you really want to jump over here, or where else can we jump that is not on the couch? That's how I would approach it. So, what to do when my 5-year-old doesn't listen to the word stop until everything escalates? Number one, change it for action words. Number two, watch the amount of times that you're saying stop. And number three, if you are already doing all these three things and he's still having a hard time listening to you when you say stop, it is because their nervous system is so dysregulated that when they are very dysregulated, they don't have the impulse control to say, hey, I'm going to exercise impulse control and stop. You might need to intervene physically and make them stop. So if they are very escalated, and escalating meaning very upset, they might not, they can stop at 5 years old. You physically have to get them down the couch. But the idea is for you to not go there, to not go there. Do all the other things first that I told you and reserve the word stop for safety reasons. Okay, let me drink water and I'm gonna move on. How can I help my nonverbal ASD 5-year-old listen to me? ASD, autism. I have an autistic son, and it is important, and I'm autistic as well. And it is important to understand that we have a hard time with relating to others. We have social challenges. So it is expected that I call my son's name and he's not gonna turn around and say, hey, yeah, what do you need? He's not going to turn and look at me not because he's defiant, but because he doesn't respond to his name. So I have to physically go where he's at, turn them a little bit towards me, make sure that he's watching me, remove distractions, make sure that he's watching me, and then talk to him. So I have a 4-year old who is in phase where he doesn't listen intentionally. He hits his brother, jumps all over, does the wrong things, which ticks me off, and I have a challenge keeping my cool. Okay, 4-year old who is in phase where he doesn't listen intentionally. How do you know he's not listening intentionally? No, how do you know he's not listening intentionally? Because I already told them 1,000 times, we review this topic 1,000 times. That's still like, how do you know is intentionally? Because you could tell a 4-year old a limit 1,000 times, but if 1,000 times they don't follow the limit, that just lets me know that they have not learned the limit. So you may place other systems around the limit to help them follow it. My 5-year old, no, he's not 5-year old. My 5-year old at the time, son, he was having a really, really hard time listening when it came to giving up his iPad time. Yeah. So we develop a system, and the system is that they have screen times before they eat breakfast. Once we call them for breakfast, they're done. And they have screen time in the afternoon after until we call them to take a bath. And then they stop. Set up systems for them to clearly see when they need to stop. Set up systems. Number two, because they're not listening to you yet, doesn't mean that they don't want to listen. Children don't listen for two things: because they have not developed the skill yet, or because they're so emotionally dysregulated that they cannot follow the skill. So we need to know what it is. So this mom says that he hits his brother. He jumps all over. That's the wrong things which ticks me off. Hits his brother, jumps all over. He's a sensory seeker. So if we want them to be a lot calmer and they're sensory seekers, let's meet those needs. Let's meet those sensory seeking needs. It could be having them vacuum. It could be having them uh, release that pent up energy with a punching bag instead of their sibling. Now, here it says it ticks me off. I get triggered. I get frustrated. I don't know. She might potentially yell. If they see a big reaction from us, it escalates the behavior. I have a 3-year old that yells no for everything and doesn't listen at all. He reacts a lot with hitting. Okay, doesn't listen at all. This is a great thing that I like to coach my clients in. The all or nothing thinking is a distortion of reality. According to cognitive behavior therapy, is one of the many thinking errors that we fall into. When we have all or nothing thinking, we're thinking always, never, always, never. He never listens to me. So 3 year olds in the 3 years, this child has never listened to you. Is that true? Has there been one or two times that he's listened to you? And why do I go there with my clients? Because we need to pay close attention. What was happening those two times that your child listened? I had a client who said, "Hey, my son never listens when it comes to bedtime." And I said, "Okay, is it true? Has it been any time that he has listened?" Then she said, "Yes. Yeah, yes, he has listened." What happened that day? Well, I was calmer. We didn't really have many things going on the next day. Oh, light bulbs, light bulbs, light bulbs. So, the environment for your child to listen is that when you are calmer, when there are not many things going on, when there is not anxiety in the bedtime routine, He's more prone to listening. Okay, so let's go back. My child doesn't listen at all. When does he listen? And how am I approaching the situations where he does listen? Is it because I'm calmer? Is it because there are less people in the house? Is it because we are not in a crowded place? Is it because his physical needs are met? Is it because he listens more when he eats after he eats, or he listens less when he's hungry? That gives us a really great clue on what's the environment that we need to set up for us to be more successful and at getting their cooperation. Okay, let's go to the second thing. My 3-year old yells no for everything. So, no, it is a phase. Yes, it is a phase because it provides a lot of power. No is a powerful statement. You feel powerful when you say no, and I would not go against that. I don't mind my children telling me no. Now, how do you handle that? No, it's different. How do you handle that? No, it's different. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to put my shoes on. Oh, I see you. Yeah, you're struggling with it. And to go outside, we need to put our shoes on. What about if you choose your shoe? You choose your shoes. That was a riddle for me. Do you want to wear the Batman shoes today, or the Paw Patrol shoes, or the Bluey shoes? And if there are not many options, okay, do you want to do it by yourself, or do you want mommy to help you? Because we're going to go anyway, and you're going to go with shoes anyway. All right. So it's not what to shut down their noise, what we do with their no. I'm going to answer the last question. How can I keep myself from getting frustrated? Ooh, this is a great one. And this is something that I help my clients with. It's not about not feeling something. We cannot get ourselves out of feeling. We are humans. Social media has sold us a lie of like, hey, you have to be calm all the time. No, it's about when I'm frustrated, what can I do? So it's not the feeling, it's what I do with the feeling. So, how can I keep myself from getting frustrated? The question is, when I'm frustrated, what can I do to remain safe with my kids? And that's my question to you. Take a deep breath, go outside, put water on your face, pray, elevate a little prayer to God. What can you do to support yourself? I'm going to keep answering questions, but I'm going to do it in a part two because this could be a really long video. If you like this video and it gave you a lot of insight, would you share it with a parent friend and tell them, hey, I watched this Q&A video that really got me thinking. I think that you might like it too. Share it with a friend and let me know in the comments. Is your child in the no phase? Are you in a with him, with her? Let me know in the comments. Share this video with a friend, with your mom, with your sister, someone who needs it. And I want to let you know that it only takes understanding of yourself and of your children's needs to transform your parenting. That's Parenting with Understanding. I'll see you next time. Bye.